Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle and I am doing the weekly reading for the collective, which is timeless as all my readings are. Getting some prosperity dust on the table, bringing in that awesome prosperity. That kitty whisker off. Okay. I'm going to start by reading from this little book called Think by Dr. Robert Anthony. Oh, and by the way, remember that when you catch this, it's for the coming week for you. All right, let's see what little nugget of wisdom we have today. The way to win is to make it okay to lose. The way to win is to make it okay to lose. Being a good sport. Knowing that winning isn't what it's all about. That even if you lose, you've still gained something. You've accomplished something. You have, I'm thinking like in terms of like a game, for example. You've still played the game. You've still finished the game. You've potentially done your best. Sometimes it's just not our turn. Okay. I'm going to set that aside in case I need to refer to it again. Get a couple of angel cards. Openness. An angel with its arms wide open. Ready for a hug. Ready to invite in whatever. Inviting all those possibilities. Like what I did there? Okay. Oh, one more. Wait, hang on. I'm not done. This one. Grace. What looks like a little martial arts move. I don't know. Could be ballet. You may be working on opening up to receive more, feeling more open to experiences, ideas. And doing something with grace. Maybe there's grace that's coming into your life that is allowing you to be more open. Openness to losing. Let someone else have a chance. It's funny. It makes me think of my son. He has always been highly competitive. I think it's just in his nature. He's a Leo. He does not like to lose. He has a very hard time with it. And I keep trying to tell him it's not about winning or losing. It's about doing something you enjoy. Like when he and I play a game together. I'm like, but we just spent a bunch of time together. And we had fun together. Like, why does winning or losing have to cancel any of that out? Yeah. Okay, so let me go to the Wisdom of the Oracle. New Life in Reverse. 39. My shirt's bunched. Hang on. Observer. 49. The Fates. 17. Got a little kitty confirmation already. this over here. There's something that you may want to move in a new direction or do something new. But it's not time yet. You have more to learn about yourself, about others, about winning and losing. It's like you have already, or you are in the process of, or you are needing to close out a cycle so that you can have some kind of new beginning. And you are, or have been, I feel like this could be in the past. This often ends up feeling like past energy, but everyone's on a different timeline, of course. I feel like you are looking at how things happen out of your control. Sometimes you perceive it as good, sometimes you perceive it as not so good. And whatever cycle you're closing out could have been a little rough. But it was all meant to happen to help you with your growth. Ooh, I just got stamina too. You have made your way through something, or you're in the process of getting to a point where you're learning some really valuable lessons. And it's helping you to be more open, to recognize when grace, that sense of grace, comes into your life, where things just line up in a certain way. And sometimes it can feel like, the fate is working against you, but I feel like you're changing your mindset. You're recognizing that it's all about experience. It's not about winning or losing. It's about knowing that everything happens in the right time, that you will get the green light to move forward when you have learned what you needed to learn, when you have completed a cycle. Something is happening here, or has happened, that left you really, like, with this observer card, just really looking at things more objectively, whatever's happened, knowing that there's a lot that was out of your control, and you just kind of have to go with it. I mean, you don't have to. You could rail against it, but you're kind of getting into this place of like, okay, well, this is what it is. So let me get into a place of allowing and accepting and receiving the lesson. Even if I feel like lost, I gain something. You always gain something in a loss, even if it's just an experience. Even if it's just, well, at least I had fun doing it, or at least I learned something, like I said. Let me go to the Heart's Hidden Secrets. Intimacy, bonding, sensual, and confiding. Stress, turbulence, tension, and arguments. Abandoned, left out, walked away, and cold. Okay. Yeah, Yeah, okay, so a part of what you are processing, a part of what you are looking at more objectively is has to do with some kind of connection that you had with someone. Could be romantic or someone you were very close with, and something happened here. So some kind of disturbance in the force, and you walked away, somebody else walked away. It, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. The stress was too much. And this is a hard hit for you or this other person, because there was some kind of bond that was created, possibly a trauma bond. That's a thing. I mean, but it started out feeling good, feeling that connection, and then for whatever reason, differences in opinion, in values, arguing, it deteriorated. And so what's left is this abandonment, feeling of abandonment. And I feel like regardless of who left who or whatever happened, you're looking at it. You're saying, okay, what is the lesson here? What can I gain from this? There's no winner or loser. I think at some point you were in a mindset of possibly that you lost. But it's not about that. It's about the experience and the lesson of knowing your worth, of standing in your power. Maybe you had to take back your power. You were supposed to, this person was supposed to be in your life. You were supposed to have this experience. Because they had a lot to teach you. And that's the benefit. That's what you got out of it. That's the benefit of this difficult situation. It's part of it, at least. So let me go to the Osho Zen Tarot. The Miser, 4 of Rainbows. Change. Wheel of Fortune. Transformation. Death in other decks. Scorpio energy. Wow. Okay. So there's something here about this connection, maybe other connections too, where there was a sense, there was kind of a codependent thing happening, a Klingon kind of energy. You clinging to this person clinging to you. Typically what happens when one person clings to another, the other one is like, okay, I don't have space. I need space. I need to breathe. I need just, there's a pushing away. And then the more one pushes, the more the other clings. And in this image, this person is holding a bunch of jewels, but I don't know if you can see it, flowing down away is all this. It's like the jewels are going away, but it's an energy. And I often say this, energy needs to flow. And so if you're holding on, if you're constricted around trying to hold something back or hold something down, keeping it. You're still incurring a loss. Energetically, it's going away, but you're not open. Oh, you're not open to receiving more. And so then there ends up being a deficit. Somebody walks away, somebody runs away. Things turn cold because there's no flow. And this comes from a place of insecurity. I said it, like self-worth is somehow tied up in this. And so you're looking at how somebody held too tightly to you, or you held too tightly to someone. It was a part of what caused the stress. And you're, because of this abandonment, this changed things for you in a really dramatic way, in a very transformational way. You took back your power. You silenced the voice that was it's like you silenced the voice of the ego, of your ego. Because I'm looking at the hand. The hand is down here and is kind of hovering over the mouth. And you took instead of making it mean something about you, or kind of getting lost in the story, you changed your perspective, and you started looking at things more objectively. And this has been helping you, is helping you open up to a bigger, better, more badass version of yourself. Yes, that just popped into my mind. Badass. We've got the flames, the hair is flames, and the phoenix rising, the sword of truth. There's all these different hands holding different things. The snake, the shedding of the old skin. Another hand is holding a chain, a broken chain, breaking the chains. Lotus flower, there's a kind of a spiritual growth, spiritual awakening. There's a yin yang, there's balance here. Like doing some shadow work. That's a part of what happened here. Looking at where you were holding on too tightly. Even if you were the one who attracted someone in who was holding too tightly to you, you were getting something out of that. And when you realized things had to change, things did change, whether you wanted it to or not, it facilitated this transformation. It closed, you're in the process, or you did close out a cycle. And now the change has to do with going from this very constricted holding on energy, this Klingon energy, to letting it all go, being open, understanding like, okay, energy needs to flow, so I'm just gonna keep my arms open and allow what's supposed to come in. If it goes out, it's not supposed to be here. It's very simple. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to practice, but it is a pretty simple concept. And you're kind of leaning into that. You're working on working on. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. You're understanding, because of this transformation, you're understanding how to be more graceful in your own life, how to allow grace to others who don't know any better, who are doing their best. Okay. The Spirit Animal Oracle is winking at me. Let's see. Make some space. Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time, 49. Observer, also 49. As you get into a more objective place, being the observer, just not putting judgments on yourself or anyone, but just noticing, this is a part of what is helping you to become more open and bring in all the good. Whereas it possibly was, you were finding yourself at a loss of in some way. With this change of perspective, now there's new, more, better coming in. Oh, little cute bunny. Brown Bear Spirit, take time out. Number 9. You're learning. Let's see. Take time out. Well, let me get one more. Otter Spirit, you are never alone. 42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. And these otters they're cuddled up in this heart shape. You are never alone. You are learning have learned how to spend time on your own, understanding that there is balance. There needs to be balance in connection. It's good to take time away for yourself, to do your own thing. When you are in any kind of connection, you want to have space. Allow each other space. That's a part of this grace. And then you can come back together. Like, you are never alone. It's like, okay, so there's something here around feeling like you in the past could still be struggling with it a little bit, but that if you don't have somebody in your life, this is typically kind of a romantic thing, where people feel like if they don't have that romantic partner, they feel lonely. I feel like something's missing. Something's wrong. It's that desperate kind of constrictive Klingon energy. And this is you learning that when you allow space for someone else to exist within your realm, but you're not like coming at them, you're not, coming in with the death grip, then it's easier to be. No one feels like they need to get away. There's a balance. And we have that with the yin yang here with the transformation. It's like how you are showing up in relationship. And again, this isn't necessarily romantic. That can be a part of the whole story. But your understanding, it's like a much healthier way of showing up in connection with others. Allowing them to be who they are and express themselves and do their thing. And it's like you're understanding that just because you're alone and taking time out and doing your own thing doesn't equate to loneliness. Loneliness is a state of mind. You can be lonely in a crowd. You can be lonely in a relationship. I've experienced this one too many times. And, you know, if you're feeling alone, there's something in your own mindset that needs to change. And I feel like that's what has happened here. Queen of the Moon Oracle. Darkness, number 40. Long dark night. Sorry, that's not what it is at all. I'm making things up. Long night moon. Observer. Oh, so both of these break down to a 4. And so does my Miser is also 4. I don't know if you heard that. My son's alarm just went off. And a long night moon. Like there has been darkness. But, you know, like the saying goes, it's darkest before dawn. And there is a path. There's something illuminated. You can still sort of see. And, oh, and we have the bunny. We have the rabbit, the hare. The hare is right here at the bottom. It's been dark. It was dark when you were in an energy. I feel like this is the energy that you were in, where you were holding on. And now this is changing. You're seeing a path forward. It is, the dawn is coming, or has come, where you weren't ready to move forward soon, or now you are ready to wake up, to rise, to begin. New beginning. Peace, 28. Waning crescent, 5. Yeah. You're more interested in peace. Like your feet, maybe you are spending time meditating. That's a part of this spiritual growth. Spending time alone, taking time out for yourself. Because you know that's what's going to help boost you in all the ways, the good, lucky, I don't like that word, fortunate ways. Beginnings, new moon. There it is. I told you. Yep. New beginning. New life, new beginning. That's everything's turning around. Yeah, because you're seeing things in a whole new way, and you're embracing. You're open and embracing the change. This new mindset, new understanding, new belief about yourself. Here, let's. Is that what I want? I don't know if that's what I want. I'm gonna get some cards from the Magic of You Oracle. Effervescence. Cultivate love. Number 5. That's right. Cultivate love. I often say this. It always starts with you. It always starts with each one of us. We can only love as much as we love ourselves. We can only love others, or, you know, extend love as much as we are able to do that to ourselves. So there's something about allowing grace to yourself. That grace, that it is connected to that love. And then cultivating the love, holding the space in your connections. Time for yourself, time for others, and then time to come together. Solitude, alone but not lonely. Yes. Yeah, exactly. 31 breaks down to a 4. Alone but not lonely. you're seeing this. You're seeing how you were clinging before. Yeah, and now you're like, it was because you were afraid of being lonely, being alone, because you equated the two as one and the same. And now you're like, oh, time out. That's really good. That's when we can't really do the work, like go through the growth that we need to when there are distractions. And so you're taking the time to be on your own so that you can work on that transformation, that you can continue the process. You don't just, go through transformation and you're done. There's always more. There's always more. And so it's a practice. But you're really embracing. Oh my God, alone but not lonely. You are never alone. Yep. And liberation, free yourself. 13. Again, we have a 4. 31. Free yourself from the false idea that you have to hold on tightly to things or they're going to go away. Things and people. You're freeing yourself. And it's so liberating. Because you're not getting the squeeze anymore. Look, this thing is wrapped around her. You're not giving the squeeze, you're not getting the squeeze. You're like, no, everything, we're just going to be open and allow. Surrender, allow, accept, receive. So there's something, is there? Let me get a card from the Sacred Rebel Oracle. I'm just going to get one. She feels, she knows. 22. So, and by she, like, remember that this is the feminine part of yourself. We all have feminine and masculine. This feminine energy is the receptive part. It is the part that sits in the dark and waits and tunes in and taps into intuition and allows and receives. Is that, rather than like the masculine, it's all about moving forward, taking action, taking control. This is about tuning into your feelings, and your feelings are what help guide you. Are part of what helps you to free yourself. She feels, she knows. You are learning you're becoming more emotionally intelligent because of loving yourself and loving the emotions, whatever comes up. And if you do find yourself feeling lonely sometimes, being able to be in that more kind of, it's a little bit of a detached energy, but it's not detaching from your emotions. It's feeling the emotions and simultaneously going, interesting. Do I have more to work on? Do I need to see this in a new way? It's like you're learning how to work with your energy in a more fluid, graceful way. So let me finish. I'm going to finish with a Beyond Lemuria card. You've got a new beginning coming, and it's because you did all the work yourself. And you're being rewarded. Let's see. We have someone with their eyes closed. Could be meditating. And there's a bunch of sacred geometry, and it almost looks like wings, like a phoenix above the head. There's a bunch going on in the throat chakra. There is thought there was something about, no, maybe not, but ultimately, communication. How you communicate, how you express yourself is changing, and that is directly tied to loving yourself more, to allowing yourself the grace to be who you are and to be okay with exactly where you're at. You're not afraid, you're not alone, because you always have you. Beyond the mind. The mind moves us through the logistics of life so we can function in the world. However, endless mental chatter, self-doubt, limiting stories, and subconscious programs can keep us in our suffering. Step outside mind-based limitations. Looking at things in an overly logical way will hinder you and obstruct access to your superpowers. Where is it? Yeah, she feels, she knows. This is getting out of your mind and into your heart. Your superpowers are tied to your emotions. The past may be running you and making your mind spin so you cannot see what is really in front of you. Consider what your heart and your gut are telling you. What would the situation at hand feel like if you released all fears and worries? Are these concerns even yours? Oof. Yeah, we've got some serious discernment happening here. What belongs to you, what doesn't. I feel like a lot of this kind of holding on energy has come from a lack mindset that probably you picked up when you were quite young. And you are now, you're changing how you see, how you think, and that is changing how you feel. And you're working with your emotions, and so how you feel is, it's expanding, it's growing, it's, let's see, how you feel. It's like your feelings themselves. It's like you're allowing, even if it's uncomfortable, you're allowing feelings to come up, and you understand that you have to let the energy flow. Feelings are energy. It's information tied to energy. And if you don't experience, if you don't allow the emotions to flow, they get stuck, they get trapped in the body. And so you're working with that energy, and you're like, okay, well, I'm whatever, in any given moment, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm feeling. I'm going to observe. And this observer energy is, it's one step outside of the mind. It's, yeah, like seeing things from a can't think of the word, non-judgmental kind of mindset. Like, oh, interesting. I'm seeing this for the first time, or I'm noticing this again. And no judgments. Just open and graceful, and all this good new beginnings, all the love and the connection and the yeah, all the goodness is coming to you because you're inviting it in. So well done. I'm very excited. This is great. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.